Hello and welcome to YakWaxLips. My name is Michael, your point-and-click adventurer, and this is, what is it? This is episode 15 of Let's Play The Hand of Glory Part 2. So, in the previous episode, we got stuck in a coffin, and you know what? It was a glitch. That's right. Do you remember when the beasts charged at us, and I had the spray in my hand at the time, and when I got back up off the floor, the spray had gone. I kind of half thought it was a glitch, but half thought, well, maybe I dropped it, so I kind of let it go on. However, one of you down in the comments suggested that it might be a glitch, so I investigated it, and yeah, also, Stefano, the wonderful developer of this game, also got in contact and was huge apologies and says, really, really sorry, it is a glitch, never seen it before, he's going to fix it. However, it's not a problem for me, because one excellent thing about this game is, if I press escape, you can see it has millions of save spaces. I mean, I can keep going, I only use those 6 or 7, but I mean, there's loads. So, I mean, there's some going back here before Christmas. I mean, August last year. So, I had many save spaces, so I just replayed the last bit, and that's where I am. So, no problems whatsoever. So, look, you can see we've got this. So, I'm presuming that we use the spray with the lid. Let's get on with it.
That was a really good idea.
Awesome.
My hopes suffered a tough blow. The spray bottle spewed only air, and not the liquid squirt I expected.
Oh, right.
I looked at the device and realized what the problem was. I was forced to use it at a very specific angle inside the coffin, and the straw wasn't able to catch the few drops of fluid remaining. I tried every possible position, but was too restricted in my movements.
So we need to use something with the spray bottle, and if I remember rightly,
I only had a way to direct the straw towards the few drops of liquid remaining. I'd have gotten out of there in a split second.
we could use the magnet, but I think we have to
The magnet wasn't powerful enough to move the straw from the outside. It was too big to fit into the container.
Yes, so if you remember, that was one thing
Sometimes, my
Alright, Lars.
Father Carlo had ensured I couldn't get out of the coffin.
Lars,
Father Carlo had ensured
Lars,
I couldn't get out of
Lars,
the coffin.
You're going crazy, you're running out of air. Let it go. Yeah, so if you remember rightly last episode, the one thing I could do was crush the magnet, but he kept saying, why? Why bother doing that? Now we have a reason. I presume we put it in the bottle. Get it. Lovely. So let's use that. Oh, it's gone. Don't say it's gone again. Oh no, it's there. So we can use the powder in it, and that will presumably make the what's it called? The straw.
It was my get out of jail free card
Bend
from that
towards the
suffocating
magnet.
prison.
There we go. And we're out.
Air! Oh, I can't believe it. Did I really get out of that hole unharmed?
After all the obstacles you've overcome, you still doubt your skills?
Who's that? Is that the man in the mask?
How did you find me?
It wasn't him who found you.
Alice! My dear Alice. Wonderful.
Alright, now I'm even more confused than ever.
I told you I would go to Rome, and I must say, I got there just in time.
I already thanked you for saving me, but now we demand some answers.
What is your actual role? And why did you drag me into this madness?
My role is to ensure that events follow the established course, as predicted by the Grand Master of the order to which I belong.
A cult of fanatics.
Galilei, Bach, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Newton, and many others. Do you really want to define them as fanatics?
How should we define them then?
Brothers, appointed to remove the veil of ignorance from the eyes of fools, to push society towards progress, transmuting this world from vile lead to noble gold. United under the symbol of the rose and the cross.
The rose and the cross again. I'd come across them many times during my investigation, and now that I think about it, Duke Ravendish's company was renamed Fallen Rose.
The Ravendish family has always belonged to us, but the Duke was lost. You contributed to bringing him back to us, to his rightful place. The Fallen Rose, or more accurately, the Rosa Difecta, is nothing more than an abomination, founded by Radwed after he betrayed his faith against us. A twin cult that shares the same ideals, but which, in fact, promotes only self-interest rather than the good of humankind. For centuries, they've been searching for Cagliostro. Fortunately, the Count's grave was discovered by our adepts, the Polish soldiers you tracked down. Radwed and his men hunted and exterminated them, but the scrolls were already safe, hidden, until now.
Wait, are you actually telling me that Radwed was already alive in 1795?
He went by the name Edward at the time. Now show me the lost seal.
That is the Sigillum Emeth!
The last still active seal, created by the Grand Master Cagliostro, before he was framed by the conspiracy of the Inquisition and that fraud Balsamo. The only defense you'll have against Radwed and his Hand of Glory.
An artifact with unlimited power, used in the past to unleash the fury of the seas and destroy an entire fleet, the Invincible Armada.
Dee realized he had raised forces he couldn't control and destroyed it. But just think what an individual like Radwed might engineer in possession of such power.
I still don't understand how the baby's kidnapping fits into all this.
We were sure Radwed would use the flesh of the unborn, ripped from the suffering mother, to produce the Hand of Glory. But he must have found another way.
I read that the hand can also be created using the fat of a hanged man who died in hatred.
Molsberg oozed hate from every pore. The little dots are starting to connect, but there's something else. In Cagliostro's coffin, I found a golden bracelet shaped like a snake. Carlo knew about its existence, and he demanded me to give it to him.
Cagliostro was the bearer of our initiation secrets, and he knew that sooner or later someone would try to bring back the Hand of Glory. Consequently, he created the sigillium as a shield, and the bracelet as a sword.
Are you saying the bracelet is capable of blocking the hand's powers?
That's why the wood of the coffin turned to gold when I removed the bracelet. The ornament had blocked the transformation process. Well, perfect.
What? You just said you had to turn it over to Father Carlo.
I threw him a bracelet. The same one used by Alice to track me down and bring you here, I suppose.
The tracking bracelet!
That thing had been eroded by brackish water, traveled halfway around the world, and had even spent a few hours tied to the tailpipe of a vintage car. It looked like an antique piece at that point. The fact that Carlo isn't exactly a smart guy helped as well.
Surprising. Really surprising. I knew I'd chosen well.
Chosen? For what?
Every master is obliged to personally select the new members of the Order. You're bright, resolute, and at your best, you'd be a valid ally.
But above all, I'm blackmailable.
What are you talking about?
You can't deny you felt very good after you inhaled my gas. Stronger, more vigorous, your lungs saturated with clean air.
Wait, you...
I can make this effect permanent. My initiation gift to you, if you'll choose to join us.
Lars.
Alice, you said the doctor saved you in Rome. How?
He claims that Marie wanted to kill me overnight, so...
So he put her to rest. And that's not all. You knew where Catherine and the kid were from the beginning. You delivered the picture that led us to Radwed's factory, and gave me the clues to solve the map on the Site Lalique. You knew everything. And yet you preferred pursuing this crazy quest, rather than stopping Radwed.
Radwed is not an enemy we can face alone. He
knows all your dirty tricks.
I'd like you to reflect well before refusing such an offer. I won't give you a second chance.
Lars, if he can really...
Let's go, Alice.
So be it. May the rose and the cross guide the last actions you'll take in your existence.
That was a lot to take in. A lot. Oh, poor Oliviero. What's that?
Little things, right?
Is that licorice?
See you soon, Lazaro.
What next? I'm leaving Rome. Leaving Italy. I'm going to England. That's where I am right now, by the way. If you hadn't guessed by the accent.
Oh, here you are. Finally.
Apologies. I went to freshen up and change my clothes.
But you've always worn the same clothes since this whole story started.
Do you think it was easy to find a short-sleeve coat with a hole for letting the scarf pass through? I had to order a supply of them. Besides, you also... Ah, nothing. You look nice, you know?
Anyway, I have bad news. Radwed and his men must have discovered your deception and disabled the tracking bracelet. We know they reached West Rotfield, then nothing.
So, are we stuck?
Not really. Do you remember the doctor's references to the rose and the cross? I started researching the territory using the two terms as keywords, and I almost immediately got feedback. Of course, the source is not exactly reliable. We're talking about conspiracy websites.
Are you referring to Wheelo's blog?
No, a guy named Rupert Saucer, the classic zealot who lives in a trailer isolated from the world. I would usually rule out such a result, but in this case, Saucer claims that in an exclusive local cemetery, the King Lyri, an ancient Rosicrucian temple, is hidden.
Rosicrucian? Is that the name of the doctor's sect?
The information I found refers to a group of enlightened intellectuals of which very little is known. Guess who's listed among the alleged Grand Masters of the Order, though?
Count Cagliostro.
As you would say, bingo.
We'll have time later to investigate the Rosicrucian further, but for now, we have to inspect the King Lyri.
Wait. I think you should keep this.
The scrying mirror. Are you sure?
I don't feel like walking around with some cursed ancient artifact in my pocket. And now let's go.
And so that was the place where it would all end. Made me miss the brackish air of Miami, or the shining sun of San Leo. Well, let's take a look.
Wow, that was like 10 minutes. No, well, not quite 10 minutes, but a lot of information and a lot of talking. And now we're in England. So here we are. Right, we've got a Undertaker, sign, hearse, camera. Let's just have a look at stuff, shall we? Have I still got... Yeah, I've got the mirror, the sigillum emeth, the snake bracelet, money, just money. And of course we keep the handlebars because it's green dart. Right, let's...
Alice was changed, compared to when I met her behind that desk in Miami. I wondered if it was linked in any way to the Rosicrucian, but the lack of any iconography suggested the opposite.
Toolbox. Grab the tools.
Unfortunately, it was locked, and I couldn't see anything useful in the side compartment.
Oh.
That tombstone had to be a work in progress, judging by the adjacent toolbox and the absence of any engravings.
So what do I have to do then? Let's talk to this guy. He looks like a goth.
Alice, let's try to talk to the Undertaker. Good morning.
This must be my lucky day. I haven't
was a
seen
woman.
so many visitors for years.
I thought cemeteries received hundreds of people a day.
Not this one, Beefcake. Only a few people can afford to tread the precious pebbles of the King Lyri.
Beefcake, huh? Well, she had better taste than she looked.
As a result, I'm stuck here alone all the livelong day. It's deadly boring. Do you get it?
Listen, we'd really like to chat with you, but we're in a rush. We're trying to find some crypts, ancient crypts to be precise.
Do you see that tree? Follow that path and you'll find them in front of you.
Thanks.
Hey, wait for me.
That was easy.
Wow. This cemetery's got something about it.
The farther we proceed, it gradually becomes more ancient.
That's a great artwork there. Looks beautiful. Is that Radwed?
What's wrong?
I have good news and bad news. Do you see those two near the crypt?
The blonde and the goon? Don't tell me that...
Yep. Eugene and Mama. Radwed's henchmen I faced in Miami.
Ouch!
Hey, relax. This guy's already handled them successfully a couple of times.
No, Lars, you're on my foot.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And the good news?
Well, at least they saved us the trouble of searching for the crypt. It's surely the one they are guarding.
Entering will be more difficult than expected.
Fortunately, neither of them shines with acumen. With the right idea and a bit of luck, we can make it.
We have to find a way to distract them and open the crypt as fast as we can.
A two-phase plan. I like it.
It'll be quicker if we split the tasks. You take care of the crypt, I'll deal with those two.
You're crazy. I can't let you do it. Even if Mama looks like a pig with a wig, she has no scruples. And if she sees you...
Listen, they're forced to stay in the vicinity of the crypt, right? So if I keep my distance, I won't endanger myself. You go back to Quentin's pub and find a way to access the crypt. I'll try to push them as far as possible from the area. From intern to action hero in no time, right?
Alice,
Get out of here before I change my mind.
be careful, okay?
What's the big deal? Distracting two killers? Child's play.
Oh, right, and we have to do something. We have to distract them. Let's see what we have to do. We've got some scissors, of course we do. Tablet, let's have a look what we've written on the tablet. I need to draw Mama and Eugene away from the crypt. Ladder, let's have a look at here first, see if there's anything we can take. Candle.
I'll leave such little thefts to Lars, unless it's strictly necessary.
Okay, so we can get the candle. And leaves.
A bunch of dry and crispy leaves with the 1,000 colors of a European autumn.
So dry leaves plus candle equals big fat fire at some point.
A good, solid ladder.
Can we pick it up? Alright, let's go this way.
Better not tempt fate too much and stay away from those ruthless henchmen.
Can I use the scissors on the leaves?
No.
Oh. Well, that was anticlimactic. Anything else around here? Tarp.
Maybe it'd be better not to poke around. They must have put it there for a reason, after all.
What else? Can we go back this way? I can go back this way. Okay, can we have a look in the toolbox now? Has anyone left anything?
I'll take the wire.
Oh, there's a wire. Didn't see a wire last time, did you, Lars? You fool. Flowers, cross. Don't need to know that. Pile of ash. What can we do with a pile of ash?
A little mound of hot, crackling ashes is piled up at the foot of the guardhouse. How many cigarettes does this woman smoke? Have you got a minute?
I have all day if you want.
Can you give me some information? Do you know anything about the visitors? Do you know anything about the
Do you know
about
anything about the visitors who are now in the crypt area?
You mean that rude blonde in the company of that big dude? I believe they're hiding a secret.
Are you serious?
Of course. He's her sexual toy boy.
I hope not, or we'd have to add incest to their substantial pile of sins.
Information, please.
Can you give me some information on this cemetery?
The King Lyra is a very exclusive place. New families are not allowed in very easily. This stuff is all hundreds of years old. Most of the crypts in here date back before 1600. Can you imagine?
How many people work here exactly?
It's just me and Matthew, the janitor and handyman. He doesn't do anything but clean. He never even finds 5 minutes to chat.
I'll keep exploring these quiet places.
Always alone.
Poof.
It's probably just some silliness put there by children. Or a smartass.
Is it a zombie? I think it looks like a zombie, maybe.
A surveillance camera. This one in particular looks defective and captures nothing. But there could be others. I could use them to dig up information on our enemies. I have to access the recordings.
How could I do that? Talk to her, see if she has the recordings?
Have you got a minute?
I have all day if you want.
Yeah.
I didn't think graveyards had such state-of-the-art surveillance systems.
The King Lyrie has many ancient tombstones, and some of them are crammed full of jewels or marble statues. A thief could acquire a real fortune in here.
Can I take a look at the video recordings from the last 2 days?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't let anyone come in. However, I can come out if you like. We could talk about our dreams, about our hopes for the future.
I don't have much of those. I'm just an intern. Ex-intern, to be precise. Time's running out, and I have to check those recordings. I need a way to get the Undertaker out of her guardhouse.
I'm thinking
I'll keep
leaves.
exploring these quiet places.
Leaves on the ash? Let's go and see if we can get them. I don't think there's anything else. I can go back out there, not that I need to. Oh, I should have clicked on the hearse whilst I was there. Never mind. Right, can I pick the leaves up now? I can.
Maybe I can use them somehow.
Can I pick up the candle?
I'll leave such little
No. Can I use leaves with the candle?
No, I don't think...
No. Okay, never mind. Oh, I still can't do that. Right, I'm thinking use the leaves with the ash, and then she'll run out and I can run in. Perhaps. There's a wire there as well. What could I use the wire for?
I don't really like this idea very much, but I have no time to take things easy.
That's it.
Fire! Fire!
We need some water, quick!
There's a little fountain on the other side of the cemetery.
Take your time, love.
I have only a few minutes. I must hurry.
Oh no. Phone its monitor. Let's just click on it.
I can't believe my eyes. This camera caught a sunny day in England.
Can I do anything? What's that one? Exit.
Judging by the description Lars gave me, that must be Father Carlo. Further proof we identified the right crypt. This camera is covered by something.
What can we see here? A grave. Nothing really.
Oh no. I didn't realize I was caught on camera. This distorting effect is horrible. That's why the camera at the entrance doesn't capture anything. It's broken. Here's our 2 henchmen arriving. What's the woman doing? Am I wrong, or is she... Of course! She's locking the car with the remote control. I can hear footsteps getting closer. Better scram... Just in time. So that red car is Mama's and Eugene's. I'm becoming a good detective.
I mean, you're alright. I wouldn't say you're a good detective. You know Lazarus Bundy, Alice. Not yet. Maybe in The Hand of Glory 2. Revenge of the Hand or something. That's exactly why I'm not a game developer.
Let's take a closer look. Mama left the window slightly lowered. I'd call that a rare stroke of luck.
And being an ex-car thief. Joke, obviously. Maybe use the wire to get in somehow. Can I do that? Oh, I thought I could just sneak the wire in there. Oh, door lock.
An old trick I saw in many movies with my dad.
Yeah, there we go. Click.
All right, I'm about to squeeze inside the car of a killer. No one in sight. It's make or break time.
Come on, Alice, get in. Right, we can look at this hanged doll and loads of weird toys. Glove compartment. Let's have a look in the glove compartment.
It's closed with a small lock.
Do we have a key? We have scissors. Can we use scissors on it?
I don't think so.
No. Let's have a look at the map. Can't look at the map. What was that?
The car is angled downhill. Releasing the handbrake, it would roll away, probably to crush something. Seems like a valid plan to me. But before revealing it to Lars, I want to finish exploring the car.
Okay. That
You
makes
have to
sense.
be mentally disturbed to hang a doll like this in your own car.
What's that on the top? Oh, I can't click on it.
Another old film noir trick.
Get it? Key in the Key in the glove compartment. Job's a good one.
My god, it's...
It's a gun. Of course it's a gun. And banana skin!
I haven't held a gun since my years in the academy. Besides, knowing that someone might have been killed by this very one. I'd say I'm finished here. Better get back to the pub to explain my idea to Lars.
So you light the fuse.
And then you run.
And are you sure this will cause enough of an explosion?
It depends on the gunpowder, but yes, it should blow the lock.
Lars, are you involving a stranger?
Involving in what? Good old Christian here was just helping me solve a little domestic problem.
It often happens. You install a nice armored front door to keep out the ill intention, but then you forget the keys in the house and you can't enter anymore. Fortunately, you didn't lower the anti-theft hook. Otherwise, even the dynamite wouldn't have been enough.
Dynamite?
Maybe that's an exaggeration. Just a little tiny charge.
Well, Christian, I really must thank you. If it weren't for you, I would probably be sleeping on a bench tonight.
It was nothing. Let's have a drink one of these nights.
So this is your plan?
I know it's crazy, but we must get in fast, even if you provide us with the best of diversions. Anyway, what's your status?
I identified Mama's car and managed to force my way in. The car's on a slope, so if I release the handbrake, it should loudly crash.
Alice, I did not expect that from you. Breaking into cars, creating plans to destroy another's property. I'm proud of you.
And now?
As planned, give me time to manufacture an explosive. The most complicated part will be to find something that serves as a powerful detonator.
Something like this?
Yowza.
You are the best assistant in the world.
Wrong, Lazarus Bundy. I'm not your assistant, remember?
You're right. So, wait for me here, partner.
Yeah, we are partners.
So, are you single?
Oh, gosh.
The final madness of Lazarus Bundy was about to start. The main event, so to speak. The guy at the table had even scribbled down how to manufacture a handmade explosive stick.
So we have to make a bomb, and of course we are going to do that in the next episode. It's going to be explosive. If you have enjoyed this episode, a lot, and I mean a lot, has gone on, please give it a like. I really, really appreciate it. And until next time, have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is you're doing right now, and take care.